Hello, my Raptionistas. It's me, Tino from Team Wrap It Up Global, and today I just decided to do a little video tutorial on Instagram for those of you who are wanting to work your business using Instagram. So first of all, if you don't have an Instagram account, you can easily just download the app onto your phone and either sign up for the first time. You can log in with Facebook or just enter your email here and put your own password, or if you've already got one, then you'll know how to log on like this. So for those of you that have already got Instagram, you'll be very familiar with some of these things, and I'll just be going through some tips that I've learned in the business through other It Works distributors who've been really successful using Instagram to run their business. Now, please be aware that Instagram, if you're creating an account for your It Works business, it might be a good idea to create a completely different account under a different email. I do have a personal Instagram account, which I hardly ever use anymore because the the Wrap It Up Global Instagram account has just pretty much taken over everything. Now, just to go over a few things, just be very clear about who you are on your Instagram feed because you're pretty much creating a brand for yourself. Okay. As you can see here, the description box that I have in my profile lets people know who I am. You know, I put that I'm a rapreneur. I do have a few godsons. I'm into photography and food and travel. So try not to make it just all about It Works because people get pretty bored of that and they pick up pretty quickly that you're just trying to sell them something. So while yes, we are trying to get people to buy from us, we also want to show them that it is a lifestyle that we have with It Works, and we also want to show them the opportunity and the possibility of what their life could be by just sharing the products to other people. Okay, so firstly, I just wanted to show you, in case you weren't aware of how to edit your profile. So just click on the edit profile there, and this is where you can put all of your details. So it'll ask for your name here, the name of the page that you want to display, and your website on there, and then all the information that you've seen on, how do you call this, on the front page there. Okay, so that's where that is. Now, some other things that you might want to know about Instagram is the share settings. Now, this I just recently found out when I created this page. When you click on share settings there, this is where you can automatically share your pictures on Instagram to other places like Facebook, um, Twitter, and all those other places. If you've got any of those accounts, that would be really good to do. Now, just waiting for this to load. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, there we go. So when we've got the Facebook option open, you actually have the option of sharing it to different things. So if you have a business page, for example, you have the option of sharing your Instagram posts directly to your business page or to your personal page. And the way to do that is to just click on this portion here that says share to, and that'll bring out a drop-down box. So for me, I automatically default that to my Wrap It Up Global page. As you can see, I also do run a few other Facebook pages. Otherwise, if you wanted to go into your personal page, just click on Timeline, and that'll go directly onto your regular Facebook page. If some of you, I don't understand, do not like using a business page, that's absolutely fine. But I personally do prefer to use a business page and keep things a little bit separate sometimes, so that's why I do that here. Okay, now a few quick rules on, or guidelines, I suppose, as to your Instagram. Okay, make sure that you have a link on your profile so that people can shop online because people love shopping online. It makes it a lot easier for them. They can just purchase the product without having to see you or talk to you. There's some people like that, and that's okay. So this is something really quick and simple. I've just clicked on the website link on my profile. You can see that, and it gives you the option to open it in Safari. So when you do that, people can just automatically go to your website and start making purchases straight away without even having to contact you or do anything like that. So just letting you know, for people that do purchase from my website directly, I generally do get in touch with them by email because you do get that when they purchase anything. So I just let them know that, hey, thanks so much for buying something from my website. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't feel free to reach out, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, with regard to the posts on your Instagram feed, try as much as possible to follow the five is to 1 rule. If you notice on my Instagram page here, I do not clutter it with just it works posts. Like I don't just put wraps every single post, buy today, buy now. I try and mix it up. And the reason that I do that is because you want people to see that you are a person. You're not just somebody that's trying to sell them something, because people get turned off by that really quickly. Um, Also, the posts that I put up on my page are in line with the interests, and or the things that I put on my profile of who I am. So apart from being a rappreneur, I'm also a loving uncle. So you'll see pictures of my godson, me hanging out with him, with his family, with my family, double pictures, food pictures. I put up a lot of recipes that help people find healthy food, because that's what I'm really into as well. Nutrition, and travel, of course. So you'll notice here, when I refer to the 5:1 posts, for every 5 posts that you have, you should put 1 post that's about the business. Okay, so for example, you can see here the first picture that I have. So that's 1 picture about the wrap, so that's about the business. And then I'll have 1, 2, well, that was another one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different posts about things that aren't related to the business. So it's not a very hard and fast rule that every single post that you do should reflect 5:1, 5:1. You can mix it up a bit. I mean, it's your page. Feel free to do that. I also like to put lifestyle posts. So things like this, blitzing. Letting people see the business side of it, what they can do with the business, what it's like. So I just put a few notes, on what I actually do. And things like this, things that keep it interesting. Like I've met this lovely lady, Camby and Helen, who gave me a cup of oolong tea while we set up next week's wrap party. I love my job. So just really quick, simple things like that. Okay. So as people go through your Instagram feed, they will get a better sense of who you are, what you're offering, and try not to put too many posts about buy now, because as I've mentioned, I know I keep repeating myself, but it's so true. People get turned off by that a lot. I notice on Instagram the biggest hits that I get are on before and after photos. People love seeing result photos. So whenever you get the chance to do that, do post it, especially if it's personal results. What I'm currently doing right now is trying to get as many people as possible that I know wrapped, so I can put personal results and I can put their name to it. Like this, for example, is somebody from one of the It Works groups. His name's Jesse Moncada, and he's allowed me to use his picture. So always please make sure that you do get permission from other distributors before using their pictures. There are some leaders in the business who are very one team, one mission minded, and they already post pictures on their personal pages or their business pages, and they let everybody use it. They already put up, that people are free to use those pictures, and that's something that I'm developing as well on the Wrap It Up. Team Wrap It Up Global page. I'll be putting up some pictures that everybody can use, whether you want to or not. That's completely up to you. Okay, so just scrolling through, you can see here I was recently in Dunedin. I put some food pictures, some travel pictures, and then in the middle of that, there was also the BOGO deal happening. So I was, you can see that I was very, very focused on that. I didn't quite follow the 5:1 rule, mainly because that was a really important part and time in the business to let people know about the special. So I really focused on that. Every single day I was posting something about the BOGO deal. Okay, so you can change it up a bit, and then you can see there it was all BOGO, 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 and then before that, it kind of went back to the 5:1. So as I've mentioned, the 5:1 is not a hard and fast rule. It's more like a guideline, okay, just so that people see, and it changes things up. It makes it a bit more interesting. For people to look and follow, because what you really want is to have active followers on your Instagram, and these are people who are actively engaged and looking at the pictures. I'm starting to notice now that there are about 5 or 6 active followers that I have. They're not just liking the pictures that I'm putting up, they're actually commenting and asking questions, and that's kind of what you want to strive towards, is to get people actively involved, because that's how you create loyal customers and build those relationships over the internet. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'd like to focus on are the descriptions on your pictures. Okay, try and keep it as as brief as possible. Okay, in this day and age, we all know that the internet is so available and people can go to so many different sites and just find things, and people don't like to read these days. I personally am not one of them. I love to read descriptions, and this particularly was quite difficult for me because I had to hold myself back from creating such long descriptions. I like to be very detailed. That's just who I am. But for the purposes of business, I've learned to
It's 10 o'clock.
to rein it in. Okay, so something short like this. This might be a little bit too long even. But with Instagram, just make sure that your descriptions are short. One other thing that you could do is put bullet points like this, just so that people see clearly what you're talking about. Especially if you're talking about the product, just try and focus on three key things that the product does. If you visit the files portion of the Team Wrap It Up global page, all of the product information's there, and you can just pick three of your favorite things to talk about with the product. Like for this, for example, hair, skin, and nails, and this is only available in the US and Canada. I've just put a little picture there that I've got from one of our uplines, Samantha Keeneland, and I just put a little quick description there and just made sure that people know that it's only available in the US and Canada. And you always put, when you put a post about a product that you want people to buy, put something on here that talks about where they can find it. So I put shop online at my website. If you've got any questions, leave a comment or direct message me. I leave my number and my email. Okay, so just something quick like that. And sometimes you don't even have to put a whole lot of things. Like this, for example, I just took a picture yesterday of a beautiful sunset here in New Zealand, and I just put, this is Aotearoa, New Zealand, so that people know who I am, where I'm from, and that's it. Okay, and you get quite a few likes, you can see. Excuse me. I also like to put inspirational quotes from time to time. My posting as well as 1:5. So every 5 posts, I'll put an inspirational quote up, and you just have to be good with your tags. Now, the next thing that I'll talk about is the tagging on Instagram. Now, this is probably the most important part of your Instagram life because this is how people will find you, find your posts, find your page, find who you are. Okay. Now, you might think, oh my gosh, he's got so many tags, that's ridiculous. I thought the same thing at the beginning. Okay. But I noticed when I started putting tags that people were looking for, okay, I was getting a whole lot more likes and a whole lot more comments on my photos. Okay, and you notice I don't reply to all of the comments because some of these pages, they are a little bit weird. Like I can't really tell this one's a real person, but there are some pages that it looks like it's another business, or it doesn't even look like a real something like this, like it's all quotes. So I don't normally reply to every single person, and for a comment like that, nice, super sweet, it's not really worth commenting for me. If somebody does have a question, I will always reply and respond to them, and that's a good thing to do while you're on Instagram. Okay, sorry, so just going back to the tags, try and figure out, just make sure that the tags that you're putting are simple, like one-word tags or catchy tags that people are using, like OOTD for outfit of the day, one of those popular tags, and make sure that your tags are relevant. If you're putting a post about success or an inspirational quote, and then your tags are something like body perfect or skinny wraps, like it doesn't match. So when people actually go onto that picture and search for that, they'll be confused because they're like, okay, I was looking for skinny wraps, why am I looking at a success picture? It doesn't make sense. Okay, so some of you, hopefully you do get an idea of what the tags do and how they work for your business. If you don't, just leave a comment on the comment section or send me a direct message. Okay, great. So that is pretty much how you work your Instagram business. You really do need to be posting every single day because think about it this way. Whenever you're posting, your posts show up on Instagram feeds of different people, especially when you're tagging. So there are thousands of tags every single day. So if you're posting something today and then 10 days later, the picture that you've actually posted today will be so far down that people won't even bother to scroll. So if you do have posts every single day, it's a lot easier for people to find you, and they'll be more likely to be in touch. Okay, great. So that was my little training on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a buzz, and we'll be in touch. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.